Happy Monday and welcome back to another vlog, or if you're new, welcome. It is about 5:30 and I just got home a couple minutes ago. Had a pretty typical Monday at the office today. Got everything done that I could. So we're now home with the cats. The kitchen is a little bit of a mess from last night. The dishwasher was pretty full already when we went to make dinner, so we weren't able to get as many dishes in there before we started it last night. So I'm gonna put the dishes that are in the dishwasher away and load what I can in the dishwasher and maybe wash some things by hand before Ryan gets home. He'll be home in the next hour and a half or so. And we're just gonna enjoy the evening together. I think we're gonna do chicken salads tonight for dinner. Obviously I went grocery shopping yesterday, so we have all the veggies and I would kind of rather use them earlier in the week before they could potentially go bad. So I think that is the plan. So I don't know. We'll see where the evening takes us, if that's what we end up doing or if we do something else. If I knew that was what we were for sure doing, I'd probably prep the veggies after putting the dishes away, but I don't want to do all that work if we're not going to do that for dinner. So we're just going to hold off on that. But I am going to, again, put these dishes away and just hang out with the cats for a little bit. They've been home alone all day. Mochi couldn't really care less, but I'll probably throw some mice around for Lily to play and run around and get some energy out. Before we continue on with the vlog, if you could give it a like and subscribe before you leave, I'd really appreciate it. And let's continue on with our week. Tuesday. First off, I want to apologize for the lack of clips last night. Ryan got home and then we didn't really do dinner. I wasn't super hungry, so I had some pita crackers and hummus from Trader Joe's and he just made a sandwich and we watched an episode of Bob's Burgers and then hung out on the couch for a little bit before getting on our computers for a little bit and then going to bed. So nothing really too exciting there, but it was a Monday, so kind of to be expected because I was exhausted from not really sleeping good Sunday night, so it was just gonna be one of those days. But it's now Tuesday, obviously. It's 5:30, I just got home a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna hang out with the cats for a little bit and probably get on my computer and do a little bit of editing. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for dinner tonight, but I do think we're gonna go out to dinner either tomorrow or Thursday night, most likely tomorrow night. So I do kind of want to get on my computer and do a little bit of editing to hopefully get a little bit of a head start on it, so I'm not behind like I have been for the last like month, like not doing any editing and doing all of it Friday and Saturday and even like Sunday mornings sometimes. So might as well get a little bit of a head start because Brian's probably not going to get off until 6 like he's supposed to, which means he's probably not going to be home for about an hour and a half. So that's an hour and a half that I have to hang out with the cats and get some editing done. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I might grab a little bit of a snack. I'm not super hungry, but I didn't eat a lot today. So again, not sure what we're gonna do for dinner, but might as well have like a little snack. We'll see. We'll see if I'm feeling snacky. Who am I kidding? I'm always feeling snacky. But anyways, I'm not gonna yap on too long. I'm gonna get on my computer and get started on a little bit of editing and hang out with the cats for a little bit, and I'll catch you later. Happy Wednesday. It is a little before 8 and I just got to work, but since I'm actually like on time today, I wanted to have a little talking clip before I walked upstairs. Ryan and I obviously ended up going to dinner last night. He did leave work a little early and got home around 6, so I unfortunately didn't do any editing, but since we went to dinner last night, that means the rest of the week we should have free evenings. So hopefully I can get some editing done tonight when I get home from work. But obviously that's a future dress problem because right now it is time for me to run upstairs, grab some coffee, and just get some things done. So I'm gonna do that and I'll catch you later. 9:45, so I'm about to head to bed. I just did my skincare, brush my teeth, and all that stuff. But I wanted to get on and have a little chat about my current read, which is Ariadne. I am about 30% of the way through the book. I'm on chapter 12. I'm enjoying it so far. I've always really loved Greek mythology, even like growing up. One thing I'm learning that I love about reading it is obviously all the characters and stories are connected, and people will be mentioned in one book that were in a different book that you read, which is fun to like kind of connect the dots. And like, you know, when you're reading one book, it's happening at the same time as another Greek mythology book that you read, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I just wanted to give that little update. Like I said, I'm only on chapter 12, 31% of the way through the book right now, so I am enjoying it so far. It is feeling like a similar situation to the Caraval series and finale in general, where it's taking me a little bit to get into it and like read the book, but mainly because I'm going to sleep so late. Like, it's 9:45 and I'm just now getting into bed. That's earlier than last night and like some other nights, but I really would like to be in bed at like 9:15, 9:30. So it's not much later than I would like to be in bed, but obviously I'd like to be in bed a little bit earlier so I have more time to read. Anyways, I'm gonna get in bed and do just that before I fall asleep. I actually did a good amount of editing for like this time of week. I did get a head start on it, so hopefully tomorrow we can do some more and keep up the momentum and hopefully get the blog finished earlier than later. But we'll just have to find out tomorrow and later in this week. So I'm gonna get in bed, do a little bit of reading of my book, and I will catch you tomorrow. Happy Thursday. First off, I want to say sorry for no office clips today. Honestly, it was just a normal day. It wasn't super busy. It was just pretty typical. I just didn't set my phone up to record. But honestly, you're not missing much. It's basically the same every day in the office anyways. Just doing things on my computer, meetings, the usual. But I came home and Ryan and I went on a walk. And we went and ended up walking to get some dinner and came home and just hung out. We actually were just laying in bed with the cats and I was doing some reading. I'm about 40-ish% of the way through Ariadne now, but now I am getting ready to head to bed. I just wanted to hop on and have at least one talking clip for today. A pretty typical Thursday. Nothing really of note, but tomorrow is Friday, so at least there's that. We're almost to the end of the week. I did not get on my computer and do any editing tonight, but it's fine. Anyways, like I said, it's 10 o'clock, so I need to head to bed. So I'm gonna do that, and I will catch you tomorrow. Happy Saturday. It's about 10:30 and I've been up for 2-ish hours, maybe. Sorry I didn't really get any clips yesterday. It was a pretty slow day in the office. I didn't really have much going on. And we sponsored a hole at a golf tournament, so I ended up going later in the afternoon to go help clean that up. Stayed for a little bit, chatted with some people, had some drinks, and then I came home, ate dinner, and pretty much fell asleep right away. I mean, not right away. I probably didn't fall asleep until like 11:30, but it was just one of those days. Honestly, I'm not happy about not having any talking clips yesterday, but I've done really good the last few vlogs of having talking clips every day. So I think one day every once in a while is not that big of a deal. Sucks, but it is what it is. So again, it's Saturday. It's about 10:30. I'm not gonna go on a walk today just because I'm not really feeling it. Plus, I did not edit anything last night, so I really need to just lock in and get some editing done, as always. I thought this week was gonna be different and I was gonna get more editing done earlier in the week, and maybe Friday night I could do more and get more done, but it just didn't happen that way. And so here we are Saturday morning and I don't really have a lot edited. I gave the girls some milk when I made my coffee. I have my latte here with the Chobani cookie dough creamer. I'm going to lock in and do some editing. Probably do that for a couple hours. I probably won't go to the grocery store until like this afternoon maybe, just so I can get a good amount of editing done first before I get out of the apartment and just hang out with the cats also. And it's gonna be just a pretty typical Saturday where we just edit, watch streams, maybe some YouTube, and do things around here. Real quick side note before I hop into editing, we still don't have a coffee bar, so I'm probably gonna do some looking on Costco or at other stores today to see if maybe I can find something. We have a spot between the water cooler and the table that we don't really use, that we can put something. We haven't found anything yet, and I've looked on Amazon, but most everything on Amazon is like farmhouse style, and that's not really my style. I don't think Ryan really cares too much. He said just whatever I like, but I just don't want farmhouse. So we're gonna maybe see if we can find something today or tomorrow. That way we can actually get something set up so I don't have the Nespresso machine on the shoe rack. And maybe we can bring out the Keurig and maybe we can store our mugs in there instead of in the cabinet that is in the bedroom. But anyways, I'm going to drink my coffee, lock in and get some editing done, figure out something to eat. I'm not super hungry. Maybe I'll just grab one of those Nature Valley biscuit things and snack on that. And then I'll probably eat lunch before I go to the grocery store. I don't know. We'll just see where the day takes us. So I'll catch you later. It's now 4:45. I have not left the apartment. I did not go grocery shopping. We don't need anything for tonight, so that's just gonna wait until tomorrow. But I really focused in on the editing, and I think I have the vlog fully edited and done. I am just gonna watch through it one more time and just make sure it's good, and I don't want to add anything else. But I might be able to get it exported and uploaded tonight, which means then I just need to make a thumbnail, obviously title, description, and all that. So we're doing good there, but it's just been a very lazy Saturday, and tomorrow's just gonna be a little more productive. Today was productive, don't get me wrong, it was productive, just not a typical Saturday productive. Ryan is on his way home, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna turn on the Padre game. I'll probably take a break from being on my computer. So for now, I think what I'm gonna do is hang out with the cats and watch some of the game and probably just relax for a little bit. Gonna shower when Ryan gets home, and we're gonna do the 1-pan mushroom gnocchi recipe. We haven't done it in a few weeks. And then Ryan's probably gonna play games, so I will just get on my computer and do some more editing and just get the vlog ready for tomorrow. So I think that's kind of the plan for this evening. It's gonna be pretty chill and just relaxing. The last couple weekends have just been kind of weird. Obviously last Saturday I worked, so Sunday was more like Saturday, and then this weekend is just kind of weird because it's gonna be the same thing kind of, to where tomorrow is gonna be a little bit like a Saturday with me going grocery shopping. I'm gonna turn on the game, hang out on the couch with Lily because she's just loafing on the couch right now, and we're just gonna relax for the rest of the evening. Happy Sunday. It's a little before 9 o'clock and I've been up since about 7. I woke up with Ryan because he went to work early again today at 8:30. So I ended up getting the vlog exported and uploaded to YouTube last night, so that's great. I just made a quick thumbnail while I was watching some streams, and I'm just gonna finish my Alani and go on a walk. Honestly, yesterday was a very lazy day for me, so today's gonna be a little busier. We have to go grocery shopping. I want to stream, just things around here. So I'm going to finish this. That way I can go on a walk. My plan is to go on a walk, and when I get back, I'm going to shower, and I'm planning on washing my hair just to get it out of the way. And then I will go to the grocery store, get everything for the week. We really don't need much, so it shouldn't be a long grocery trip. That's the main reason why I didn't go yesterday and why I'm like more okay with going today, because we really don't need a lot. And then after that, get ready to hopefully stream later today. I'm like really wanting to stream this afternoon. My sisters and I are planning on doing a Zoom call with my dad, so I'll probably hop on that and then stream afterwards. Since Ryan went to work early, he's getting off early, so he'll probably be home like 5:30, but it's usually not that big of a deal if I stream with him also in the room. He's usually just playing games too. But anyways, between all that stuff, I'm gonna be doing laundry and some things around here. So before I yap too long, because I have a lot to do, a busy day, I'm gonna finish this, get out and go on a short walk, and then we'll get our day started. Just got home from the store. It's about 12:45, and honestly, I kind of wish I could get myself to get out of bed earlier on the weekends, because I have done so much already this morning, and obviously I still have the whole rest of the day to go. I just put my leftover pizza in the oven to reheat so I could have that for lunch. And while that is heating up, I'm going to whip up some banana bread. I bought bananas a few weeks back and they went bad, so I put them in the freezer. The recipe calls for 2 to 3 bananas. I have like 5. I'm not gonna use all of them. I think I'm gonna use 3 and then put the other 2 back in the freezer. But I bought flour, sugar, everything else that I need for the recipe. I was gonna do muffins, but when we moved, I think we threw away the cupcake liners that we had in the pantry, because I'm not sure where they are. I looked in the pantry. I didn't search that hard, but I searched enough to where I'm pretty sure they're not in there, and I'm pretty sure they got tossed. Unfortunately, I forgot that they got tossed, and so I didn't buy any more at the store, but I do have a bread pan, so we're just gonna make bread instead of muffins, which is totally fine. And then I'm probably gonna throw some chocolate chips in the batter, because Ryan mentioned walnuts, but I totally forgot to grab them at the store. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just hanging out with Lily because Mochi is in the closet right now. I think once I eat and get the banana bread into the oven, I'll probably do a little bit of makeup and get ready to stream. So I'm going to hang out with the cats, get some banana bread going, and eat my lunch, and then we'll just see where the rest of the afternoon takes us. Change of plans. Apparently we also threw away or got rid of our bread pan when we moved, so we are gonna make muffins, but without cupcake liners. So I did butter the pan. That's what the recipe says to do anyways. I do not know how long I'm gonna cook these for, if I'm being honest. I know I've made muffins with this recipe in the past, but I could not tell you how long I cooked them for. If you're doing a loaf, it says 50 minutes to an hour. I think what I'm gonna do is probably start with half that time, maybe like 20-ish minutes, and check on them then. I also don't really have anything to check them with, so I will probably just check with a fork and see if they're good that way. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna have chocolate chip banana muffins, and next weekend when I go to the store, I will either buy a bread pan or I will buy liners. I need to focus on getting my batter in my tin. I do really like this recipe as muffins. It's really easy. Back in 2019, 2020, I would make these and take 1 or 2 to work for breakfast in the mornings. I'm hoping I didn't fill these too much, but it's trial and error. Honestly, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna throw these in the oven. I'm gonna start with, like I said, 20 minutes, I think, and I'll check them and then we'll see how they are. I'm more worried, I think, about them getting stuck in the pan when I'm trying to get them out, but I buttered it, so it should be fine, fingers crossed. But I'm gonna throw these in the oven and we'll check back on them in a bit. Stream was a little bit longer than I was planning, but it's fine. We just played some Minecraft and had some fun hangs. Ryan came home and we ended up doing taco bowls again for dinner, as you saw. Love the taco bowls. They're really good, but honestly, it's a lot of prep work. The rice, the beans, cooking the meat, all that. Like, it's a lot of work and also a lot of dishes. We ate those and watched an episode of the Red Sox documentary, and then we ended up just washing all the dishes by hand. So it's an event, but honestly, like I said, they're really good, so it's kind of worth it. And we typically only do them on a day that one of us is off, so it makes it a little bit easier. But anyways, I am going to hop in the shower. I know I showered earlier, but I did leave the apartment, and also it's just easier to take off my makeup in the shower, so I'm just gonna hop in the shower, take off my makeup, and rinse off real quick and get ready for bed, do my skincare, brush my teeth, all that stuff. Maybe get on my computer for a little bit longer. We'll see. I might get in bed and do a little bit of reading, but it kind of just depends. We finished eating a little bit later than I planned, and so I still want to like be upright for a little bit and let my food digest, so I might stay on my computer for a little bit, depending on how I feel when I get out of the shower. But I am going to end the vlog here as usual. So if you made it this far, thank you as always for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, if you could give it a like and subscribe before you leave if you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!